YouTube, Andre Clark. So listen here, I'm not gonna be very long. I'm gonna get straight to it. So about the angle of the camera, but I'm just trying to have it already. So I'm gonna get right straight to it because my wife cooked up a dish yesterday, I believe it was, or so. And it's not a dish that you just gonna let it sit and don't eat it because you got to eat it. It's got to be taken care of immediately. So it can't be a dish that's just gonna sit around for a while until I get to it. It's not that type of meal. So it's a dish that has got to be eaten immediately. All right, so I took it out the freezer, so it can kind of just slightly thaw, and then I'm gonna pop the bad boy in the Mikey, and then get the business. So anyway, I'm not gonna be here that long because I want to get this going. But I was watching a video that I was doing, and I normally don't watch a video that I normally do. Now there's a stupid email that keeps coming through on my my Mackie Jackie. So if y'all hear any woo, sorry, it's took my ear out almost. But so let me maybe turn this. Let me turn this down to my ear. Maybe that might help a little bit. So I saw this video that I did maybe a few days ago or yesterday or the day before yesterday, and it was a short video on my shorts. So and it hit quite a bit up there. I can't actually believe it actually because yeah, I'm actually stunned. Y'all amazing me right now. I'm like, so listen, my name is Andre Clark. I'm new at this on YouTube, so y'all bear with me. I'm still trying to work on some stuff and things of that nature. I'm getting ready to photocopy my chords and chord progressions that I'm gonna be putting in my book. So I had to steal my wife's iPad, OG iPad. Looks like I got an iPad 2. I got the iPhone. I got another iPhone. I'm using this iPhone up here. This is the 4S. It's just maxed out. I killed it a long time ago. This is my 6S Plus. I almost killed it. Almost. I brought it back to life a little bit. So I'm just trying to be careful for how much data I'm using. And then I turned around and bought the Mackie Dacky as well, the Mac laptop. And then I'm using this 13S Plus Max, whatever. And I'm pretty much almost maxing this phone out. So I need to update to another phone. And again, because I'm killing my phones, y'all. I'm killing the iPhone, y'all, literally, like, from my videos. But anyways, let's say 187. I'm 187. My cell phone's back terribly. So hopefully this I might upgrade to the 15, and hopefully the 15 can handle what I'm doing because yeah. Okay, so thank you guys for coming in and following me. Those who've been following me for a very short amount of time, actually. And I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm actually kind of stunned a little bit because almost every day, just about every day since I've started post my videos on my contents here on YouTube from Facebook to YouTube, completely a massive difference in in the amount of people who's been following me. There's some people I know that's been following me on the under, and they don't pretty much put their name out there and say, "Hey, I'm following you, Bishop Drake's over on Facebook." So they just doing it on the under. I know it's all good, I ain't tripping because I used to do it too on the under. I still do it on the under if I'm trying to follow somebody and see what they're doing. But other than that, I stopped following folks because now I've been doing my thing pretty much on almost an everyday basis, except for maybe yesterday, the day before yesterday. I kind of chilled out because I was, yeah, I do overnight. Make the long story short, so it's kind of a bit of a challenge, trying to do these videos and then you doing overnight, and then trying to do these videos and then you doing overnight. So it can be very, very rough. And because I'm sacrificing my sleep and sacrificing eating sometime and watching the one-eyed demon. Y'all know the one-eyed demon back in the day. Culture people used to say that apostolic. You watching that one-eyed demon, you going to hell. You're going to hell. You gotta stop watching that one-eyed demon. Okay, anyway, that was an inside joke. But so yeah, so thank you for those who's been subscribing for the last few days. I should have brought my fan in here because now I'm hot before I can get started. Um, who's been subscribing to me. I've been keeping up with it as much as I can. I hope y'all don't overwhelm me because I've been trying to keep up a little bit by little bit. So I've been seeing in my emails almost every day since I've come on here to YouTube, bringing my contents to YouTube. And so I've been wanting to give a shout out to those who's been following me since I've been up and running. So those who already know, I already called your name out already since, from what I can tell here, April 5th, September, no, April, I say April 5th. Actually, I saw April's name on here. But since September 5th, I probably was posted videos up here before that, actually, my own contents versus other cats' contents. So I want to give a shout out to all those who had subscribed to my page. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm not gonna restart calling out names again. I know I called out April lead, and so forth. But I didn't do the numbers on how many people who has come on to or has subscribed to my page. But thank you guys for coming through. And, you know, I'm this new cat on the block. So it's like, who's this new cat on the block? To be honest with you, I was actually kind of shy about trying to do this at first. And then I was like, can't be all that bad, all right? Because I did fairly decent and good on Facebook for a long time. And I do have a page on the Instagram. I do have a TikTok, whatever, but I haven't really been able to lock in on that. Because as I was saying, it's very difficult to try to keep up with all that stuff because I work overnight from time to time, or actually every night almost. So basically, thank you for all those who have subscribed since September the 5th, September 17th, the 18th, the 19th, almost every day actually it looked like. And then, so then I have some newer people who just recently subscribed, starting on, yeah, it says September. Yeah, September 5th, 17, 18, 19, and then it jumped over, I hope I didn't forget one, jumped over to September 26th. Wait, hold on. September 24. Hold on. September 23, 24, I forgot how I was going in order. 23, the 23rd, 24th, 26th. 26, 27. Today is the 27th, right? Yeah, okay, so today's 27th. So those who just recently just popped in, I want to thank you for coming in and subscribing. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to share, comment. Make sure your comments is respectable because I don't want to have to push nobody off and cut you off. But thank you for coming in. I'm this new cat on the block. I'm just gonna bring contents that I've been working on. This is gonna be like kind of be helpful to people who, as my wife used to say, how you gonna go out and help other folk when you need to learn your own self? And I was like, this is actually what motivates me because as I learn, I'm sharing back with some people who might be in the same place I was at, right? So you know, like I will say, I used to be here. Got my ears on. Jesus never get what you done for me. Jesus never get how you make it be. Jesus never get. You know what I'm saying? I know that sounds so funny, but yeah, but we all start somewhere, right? You know, we have to start somewhere, ground level, whatever. Not always. All of us musicians or people who come on learning as a musician come on and you already playing all the fancy chords or whatever. None of these chords are fancy, really, honestly. It's just that you gain knowledge of tritones over major. You just gain knowledge over tritone with the cluster over major. You just gain. You know what I'm saying? You just gain information, major over major. You just gain minor over minor. So you just gain information. Doesn't make it that you're just doing anything fancy. You just gain knowledge. And your knowledge of that is learning your scales and the number system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And think out on the organ here, or my beating hammer organ, or any hammer organs out there for the most part. Most of them start with the C, ends on the C. Ends on the C. So that's the beauty about the B-string having an organ. The keyboard might be a whole different deal, depending on what brand you have, and depends on how many keys you have on there. But thank God the organ starts on the C ends on the C. Start on the C, end on the C. So you can't go wrong when you're learning skills on the organ, y'all. It's like I'm pushing y'all to the hammer organ. But yeah, you can't go wrong because the C starts right there. C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. Repeat. C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. Right. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Right. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Right. And your numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Technically, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And back to the 1. You can't go wrong with that. Okay, so if I'm talking faster, because I want to get to my meal. But I saw this video and I started thinking like maybe I should go ahead and break that down again step by step. Now, if I use this illustration, I had a friend of mine who said, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna move all the chords that I know how to play in one key, and I'm gonna just move it up to the next key." To each his own. If you want to go that route. I just use the illustration. If you have 25 chords, I'll just leave it at that. 25 chords, and you try to learn how to play all 25 chords of your chords that you do in all 12 keys. I would say to each his own. Once again, like I said, it's up to you how you want to do it. For me, I'm thinking, by the time you try to do all that, I'm going to come up with 25 chords or more and move them to all 12 keys in bite-sized practice. So why somebody's spending time taking 25 chords? Now, let's say just to each his own. I actually tried to do that, and I got bored to the death. I actually literally tried to do it. Now, it's one thing if I want to take an idea and I want to learn an idea from somebody, then I would take the 25 chords and learn that. Whatever that idea might be. It might be that little move that I heard Elder DW doing. 1, 2. Whoop. 1, 2. You know, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, here goes 24, 24. Okay, cool. I might want to do something like that. Okay. Something like that, I might say, that might help me advance my plan to another level. Now, something like that, yes. I would probably more than likely not really want to take those chord progressions and transpose them. What I probably would do is do what I call takeaway. I might, out of that 25 chord progression or movement, then I might take a chord here and a chord there and transpose it and use it somewhere in a song. Like, y'all remember this move? It was a 2. Okay, an E. 1, 2, and E. I might want to use that ID in C sharp. All right. Okay, I might want to use that ID in C sharp. It's in E. This is the 2 chord. Also in F sharp, it could be used on the 1. Y'all heard that voice, that chord movement, right? So you'll see how I might be able to use it there, right? Or I might want to be able to use this as talk music, or in a song. I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord, today. Whoa! What did you just play? That was what? Or I might want to use that idea as talk music. Or maybe I might want to use the idea as a preaching chord. The preacher's playing, sing preaching. Can I get it? It is that God is good. You know what I'm saying? I might. Can I get it with this? That God is good. Yeah. Let's move. Yeah. fool already. Remember, I just played it. I literally just used it too. And this is how I start out. Remember this move? I might use that idea. Even though it's in E, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's on the 4. In D flat or C sharp, I can use it on the what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 up. I might use the idea of, I might use it there. I might use it on the 4. I'm sorry. That's the 5. 5 up. Da-da. 4 up. To the 5. Here go. Ah! Right? Okay. So that's just a idea, right? Ideas. Sometimes you can hear something that somebody might have done or whatever, and take that idea and run with it. All right, let me get to the song. So the breakdown. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for coming in. My name is Andre Clark. I'm trying to do this in order. I'm gonna take this out of order. I'm Andre Clark. No, thank you for coming in, subscribing. All right, I'm kind of excited. Thank you for coming in, for subscribing and helping me out. I'm this new cat on the block. All right, I'm this new cat on the block and on the YouTube channel. Now I've already had YouTube for a long time. I tried it a long time ago, and I was like, man, this is trash. I ain't got time for this foolishness. But I'm like, you know what? It won't hurt to get back on here. And back then I didn't have a whole lot of content. Let me rephrase that. I had a gang of contents way back then when I first got onto. I had to look to see when I got on here, but usually it tells you what year you started. But I had a whole gang of contents, but I was too afraid and scared because y'all kind of intimidating out there sometimes. Some of y'all cats can be very intimidating. No, it was also on a different level too, where I was kind of like more of like, I don't think I want nobody knowing that I can play, and I don't want my face out there on the street and letting everybody know who I is. I play the shy move, but you can learn how to play like the pros. So that was one of my biggest reasons why I didn't want to come on YouTube, because I didn't want everybody to know who I am. I want them an underdog. I'm gonna stay underdog. But then people was like, well, you was on Facebook. What difference is it to me? But there was a big difference actually. Okay, so thank you for subscribing. Let me pop out these names for the ones that just recently came on since the 23rd. I'm gonna pop your name. You know what? If I can't pronounce your name, I'm gonna do kind of yeah. All right. So let me see. Looks like I have for the 23rd, September 23rd. I think I already said his name already. I'll do it again. Maybe I might have missed out. Probably did. Probably forgot. But here's September 23rd. Like I said, updated back to, you know what? Forget it. I'm going to go all the way back for a minute. September 5th, moving forward, right? April Lee, thank you. Woo, April Lee. All right. Second one was September 17th. 2 came in. I don't know how to pronounce it, the first name, and it was a middle name, but I'm just going to say Joseph. All right, I'm going to call it NN. All right, NN Joseph. All right, cool. Thanks for Joseph coming in. Yoo! All right, Tim Parks. Yeah, what's up, Tim? Charles Payne. All right, cool. Let's see, Demetrius Henry. Woo! And let's see, Troy Bryan, I want to say, right? Yes, sir. And let's see, I think I have Joseph H. Oliver. What's up? All right, so that was all of those was from the September 5th, 17th, 18th, and the 19th. Let's move forward. We got 20th, 23rd came up. Or these are ones I just seen recently on my emails. Thank you for coming in. Like I said, hit that subscribe button. All right, comment. Hit that like button. Share. Share with your mom, dad, sister, cousin, uncles, nieces, and aunties, and grandsons, and nephews, and nieces if you have it. Even your enemies, too. So maybe the pastor, the wife, or somebody at the church might want to learn how to play. I maybe have something that, I can drop in my little contents, and maybe y'all can learn from it to keep it going. I'm going to be like Aaron Hills, I believe that's his name. What I know, you going to know. What I learn, you going to learn. All right. And so, I mean, you may not learn everything. I may not be able to drop everything out at y'all because, I still gotta, as my wife would say, you still learning too. How you gonna be teaching people how to play? You gotta learn your own self. I'm not selfish, y'all. Okay. So, is this something that God put in my heart to do? And I've been doing it and I haven't stopped yet. All right, so I guess I'll probably be a legendary doing this for until until then. All right, let's move forward. September 23rd, moving forward, 24th and 26th, up to the 27th. Let me drop these names. Thank you for coming in and subscribing. Let's blow up my that subscription, my page, whatever. Blow it up. Let's hit that 10,000 mark, or I don't know, 20,000, 30. You know what? I'm not into like numbers. I mean, I really don't care because if you come in, you coming in. If you don't, it is what it is, right? All right, but I know. Yeah, I know I better be careful what I pray for because something I said the other day and something came up and I was like, "What? Oh, I better watch what I pray for." Yeah, stop. I better watch what I pray for. But anyway, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share with somebody, comment, keep it respectful as I was said earlier. All right, cool. September 23. Moving forward, it was 3 that came in, and like I said, I don't want to pronounce your name wrong, so I might have to spell it out a little bit. But anyway, I think this was, if I wrote it right down, because I was half sleeping at work. I mean, not that I was sleeping at work, but I was on one of my breaks and I was trying to read this stuff. Anyway, no, I think it says Mr. Hold on. Maybe I should look at it on my email. Because I wrote it down halfway. I was halfway kind of out of it, moving about. But I think it says Mr. or MR. Let's see, strokes. I think. Let me see. Hold on. Let me rock back. Because I probably wrote that down incorrectly. So that was the 23rd. Good thing for emails. You can keep your stuff. Let me see. Thursday. No, what day was that? That was Friday, I think. Let me see here. 23rd. What was the 23rd, y'all? Hold on. Let me see what day that fell on. Oh, that was Saturday. Oh, cool. That was just this weekend, past weekend. Oh, hold on. I just passed it up. So, let me get to Saturday. Oh, here it is. I did write it right. Okay, Mr. Astrokes. I think that's how you pronounce it. 07. Thank you, my homie, for coming in. Or lady, I'm not sure. All right. And then the next one is Graham. All right. I got Graham. And then, let's see, the next one is NAS Keys. Thank you for coming in. Sunny. This is the 24th, moving for the 24th. 2 people there with Sunny. And then the other one was C8D4T7. And then moving forward, September 26th, I have several here. Rick, all right. Let me see. Ezekiel, I believe, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And Music and Motivation, 30. All right, and V.S. Jones, I hope I said that right. Crane, and then the real G. All right, cool. And then 27, I have several that popped in. Andre, hey, got my name. All right, got Andre that popped in, Justin that popped in, Sub-07117, and Ever Old. I'm not sure how to pronounce the last name, but thank you guys for coming in and subscribing to my page. Share with somebody else. Put it out there. There's some new cat on the line. So let me get to this thing because, as I said, I don't want to be too long because my food is in the microwave, kind of slightly unthawing, and so it's a food that it cannot just be sitting. It's got to be eaten immediately. All right. Okay, so let me see. I was watching one of my shorts, and I was like, wow, man, I can't believe that video or the watch or the views went so, like, skyrocket. I actually am surprised. Actually, all my videos are surprising me that you guys are really watching that stuff. So I'm like, wow, okay. That's way more better than the participation that I actually had on Facebook, actually, because I'm actually surprised. I'm like literally floored right now. So let me move this over to the keyboard and let's get to that one video that I did. It was called I Love You Lord Today. So write this down if you got a notebook, notepad, or whatnot. And these were the chords that I did. And I was trying to do them in all 12 keys, but because when you're doing them shorts, I did it in 15 seconds. All right, and you can learn stuff as quickly as possible if you desire to do so. It's up to you on how much time you want to spend learning stuff. All right, I used to put myself on the time clock. If you want to, that's what I usually do. Matter of fact, maybe I should put myself on the time clock myself, so I don't go overtime. And plus two, to give me enough time to eat my food, cause I'm hungry. Cause after my wife has already cooked it, I'm like, yo, you can fix my favorite dish, mama. What's up, mama? All right, so I'm gonna put this at 5 o'clock. I'm hoping I'm gonna stop at 5 o'clock. But I should be able to accomplish my goal in 15 minutes or even less. So here's the breakdown of the video that I did where the song was called I Love You Lord Today. These are chords or in chord progression that you also can use for other songs. Yes, other songs. So I'm going to break down the first 5 chords. You can take them to all 12 keys and move them and keep it pushing. So it was going D flat, E flat, in the left hand F. Right hand, I did D flat, A flat, D flat, and F. Bass line, D flat. Okay? Alright, so, I love you, Lord. I can't sing I love you, Lord. All I'm doing is the 5, 3, 5, 3. Then I come down with the chord. So, second chord on the bass line, 1 up, +1. Left hand D is a D diminished. F. And the right hand is picking up the A flat, B, D, and F. Just do an inversion of your D diminished, major D diminished 7, y'all. D diminished 7. You have F diminished 7, A flat diminished 7, B diminished 7. So you know you can do inversions. Just like your D flat major chord, I have the root, first inversion, second inversion, root, so forth, and I can spread that out. Right, so it's up to you on how you want to move. 1 up, +1 to the 2. What am I playing there? Same kind of formula or chord progression that I did in the first chord. Left hand, the same thing. D flat, E flat, F. Right hand, F sharp. I'm gonna use my thumb and I'm gonna hit possibly. Let me see. Hold up. Yeah, my thumb is gonna hit the D flat, G flat, and the A flat. My pointing finger, B flat, D flat, and G flat at the top. I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. And all I'm gonna do is drop down the G flat to the F, and that gives you the. Whoa, did I connect? Hold on, forgot. Here we go. I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. And what I'm doing is I'm using my pinky, and sometimes my ring finger is my pivot. Right? Pivoting, and it's kind of like leading me to where I want to go. But also, I talked about in my other videos that usually my left hand is the one that's going to lead. My left hand is going to lead. But I'm using the pinky or the ring finger to help me. Thumb leading first, then pinky, or thumb and ring finger, or thumb middle finger, whatever one wants to do it. Sometimes I might do it. I might even use the pointer finger and the middle finger to twang it. That's when you get into styling, right? This is all about styling. But anyway, to play stuff, I try to keep it straight. As I call it, keep it in the pocket. Alright, so that's the third chord. Now we're going to the 5. A flat. Simple as that. A flat, C in the left hand, and E flat. Right hand, A flat, B flat, C, and E flat. I'm just adding the 2 and A flat. And then I go back to the 1. So I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord, today. Back in the day, my godfather used to make me sing when I was a young kid. I still can't sing today. But anyway, I used to hate it at one point. But anyway, so those are the first 5 chord progression. And all you're doing is taking the same chords and maybe switching the finger it up and playing the same chord. I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. And if you learn your number system, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, in all 12 keys, you'll be able to play the same chord pattern in all 12 keys. That's what I'm basically trying to get at. I can play it in C. All I did was took the same chord, looked at my finger and half step back. Looked at my finger, half step back. And And I remember the next move was one up, one diminished. Right back to the same chord I played earlier. And I'm just duplicating the same chord. Duplicating the same chord. So now I got I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. Today you'll be able to play this all 12 keys in a short amount of time. And I mean a short amount of time. Okay? So now that I already got 2 keys knocked down and 5 chords, you already know what the chord movement is. Alright? So you have the 1, the 3, I'm sorry, the 1, the 2, the 3. We might use the word the 1, the 9, and the 3, some people may call it the 10. Alright? And that's in the left hand. The right hand you're playing the 5. Alright? You might hear the 12, but the 5, the 1, and the 3. Or the 10. Now we're going to +1. We're playing chords in between the scale. So if you know your scale is D flat, E flat, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. But you know your notes is C sharp or D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C, D flat, which is D flat at the 1. So you might see as D flat 1. E flat, little E flat, little B flat, tiny B flat. That's the 2, right? F, 3. You know, like F and the 3, right? G flat, 4. A flat with the 5. B flat with the 6. C, number 7. C, number 7. And back to the 1. If we do a continuation, we already know that after 7 comes number 8, y'all. But the notes repeat. 8, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, back to the 1. So now you know that your notes are going to repeat. The number is going to technically repeat, but do a continuation of the same note as you go up the scale. So now you know that. Right, next chord, play the same thing in the left hand as I played earlier. The 1, the 3, the 5, I'm sorry, the 1, 3, so the 1, 2, or 9, and the 3, or 10, right? The 4, we might call it the 11. Remember the continuous in the number says the 11, the 5, or the 12, you will. That's the 6, or the 13. And then technically back to your 1, or we might call it 8. Top note, which is the 11 or the 4. Then I just dropped the 4 down, which is the 3 or 10. All right, so now we got that, and then now we're on the 5 chord, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or the 5, A flat, which is the 5 technically, right? The 7 and the 1, the 2 or the 9. The right hand could be the same thing, the 5 technically, right? The 13 or the 6, right? The 7 and the 2 or the 9, y'all. That's the 5, and then I go right back to the first chord. Right, so I knocked that down already. I can go up and repeat the same thing. All I did was repeated the same chord movement, right? Transpose. We call it transpose. Half step up. And my finger slid up. I went to the next diminished move. What was my first diminished move? That's right. So my first diminished move was D diminished. The next diminished group is, I call it the D diminished group. D diminished, I said it earlier, D diminished 7, F diminished 7, A flat diminished 7. If I'm in C sharp, it will be G sharp diminished 7. If I'm in a sharp key, then it's be a B diminished movement. If I'm in a flat movement, called a flat movement, then it'll be A flat diminished 7. And C flat diminished 7 if I'm in a flat key. But they same chords, same notes, right? Alright, cool. So all I'm doing is duplicating the same pattern. And if I want to go half step back, I just see my finger. I might change my fingering to accommodate what feels better. Or I might repeat the same finger. That feels cool to me. And now I know which diminished group I'm going to next. C diminished group. C diminished 7 group. What's in it? E flat diminished 7. G flat diminished 7. A diminished 7. Oh, but remember the key signature that you might be in that might change is to say C diminished 7 or D sharp diminished 7 if you're in a sharp key. F sharp diminished 7, of course. A diminished 7. Y'all get the point. So now we didn't cover 2 different diminished groups. We're going to come up on this one next as I keep climbing up this key scale, which is a C, D flat diminished 7 or C sharp diminished 7. What's in that? E diminished 7. G diminished 7. If I'm in a sharp key, I'm going to have to call it C sharp diminished 7. E diminished 7. G diminished 7. And A sharp diminished 7. If I say I'm in the flat, D flat, then it'd be D flat diminished 7. E diminished 7. G diminished 7. And B flat diminished 7. So now that I just did this just now, messing with the 3 diminished group or family, watch when I go up. I'm going to C now. Which diminished group am I heading up to? That's right, the C sharp. Or I can go ahead and call it D flat. Now that's a gray area right here because I'm in the key of C. There's no flats, no sharp, so I can go either way with this. Yeah, C sharp or D flat diminished 7. Oh, that was on the 1 up, and I'm just duplicating the same chord. 5, back to the 1 up. Which diminished group am I headed to? That's right, D diminished group. I went from the C diminished group in the key of C sharp. But when I went to C sharp, it took me to D diminished 7. Oh! Now when I get to the key of D, which diminished group is it going to take me to? That's right, the C diminished group. Is it? Once you see the concept behind this, you're going to look at all 12 keys. I don't want to give it away. Okay, I'm probably going to end up giving it away. So if you look at your diminished group, what key is this? C, E flat, G flat, or F sharp. Hey, you're going to end up finding which key that you can use any one of these diminished groups. What's this one? C sharp and D flat, E and G and B flat, or A sharp, right? You're going to find out which chords that you can use this in a specific type of song. So I said, watch in the key of C. We're here by chord up to the C sharp diminished group or D flat. I was like, oh, okay. Y'all keep that in mind. I'm going to keep that in mind. Remember, y'all, it's 12 keys. Now, when I go to C sharp, what group is going to take me to next? D diminished group. Okay, now I'm going to D. What group of the diminished group is going to take me to? I love you, Lord. Yes, the C diminished group. Now, if I have my notepad like I have it right now, right? I want to take this song called I Love You, Lord, today. I want to do it in the key of C. What diminished group did I just use on the 1 up? That's right, C sharp / D flat. When I went to the key of C sharp, which diminished group did I use there? That's right, the D diminished group. Oh, and when I get through with this, y'all gonna realize you're creating a diminished move as you go. All right. When I get to the key of D, right, the key of D, what diminished group am I heading to? That's right, the C diminished group. I love you, Lord. The C diminished group, right? I'm gonna put the diminished group. Oh, my time is up already. That's crazy. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna spend a little bit more time right quick, and then I'm gonna go and eat. Okay. All right. So as I'm going, I'm messing with this. I'm messing with it to see what happens. So now I'm just duplicating chord. Finger might change just a little bit, not much, not significantly, right? So now I'm going up to the C diminished group. I already know what's in the C diminished group. C, D flat, but I'm in D though, so I have to call it for what it's going to be, right? C diminished group, D sharp diminished group, F sharp diminished group, A diminished group. I can use those inversions as I go. All right, y'all get it. Use the same fingering, just about. All right, so I did the breakdown in the first key. C, D flat, E flat, F. Right here, D, A flat, D flat, and F. Second chord, that's on the D flat bass. Now we're going to D, one up, plus one, D, F in the left hand. Right hand, A flat, B, C, and G. Third chord, repeat the same chord that I said on the beginning. Right hand, D flat, G flat, A flat, B flat, D flat, G flat. And all I'm going to do is drop G flat down. Now I'm going to the 5 chord. That was the 2. Now I'm on the 5 chord. Right? D, A flat, C, D flat, E flat, I'm sorry. A flat, B flat, C, E flat. And back to the first chord. Alright, second key. This half step back and go to the key of C. I'm just dropping down. I may change the finger slightly. And I'm just repeating the same pattern. C, D, E in the left hand. G, C, and E. I'm doing the C major chord inversion here. What? I did the D flat root position, first inversion, second inversion. I'm just doing inversion. That's it. I just have the 2 in this key, the C scale. 1, 2. I'm just adding the 2. If you know your scale in C, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Technically, right? Right. All right. C is the 1, D is the 2, E 3, F 4, G 5, A 6, and number 7 is B. Back to the 1, and then plus 1 going up. Now I'm going up either to a C sharp diminished 7. C sharp diminished 7, E diminished 7, G diminished 7. Or it could be D flat diminished 7, E diminished 7, G diminished 7. Alright, whatever you want to voice it. Or call it. I repeated the same chord I just played a minute ago. And this time I'm playing a G major chord technically. I'm sorry, F major chord, I'm sorry. F major chord, root position, first inversion. Add the 2 underneath. And then I'll just bring the F back and create the major 7. F major 7, color it with the 2 on the 9. Okay? Right? Then I go to the 5 in G. C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, C in G. I mean in the key of C. Just a G major chord. Now I may not play it dirty like that, dirty or a little dark, whatever. I might just hit the G like that, in the D like that. In the right hand, I'll be playing the G, B, and D. I might color it with the C. And guess what? Back to the 1 chord. Now let's go up to D, the key of D. All I did was transpose. Yes, I may change the fingering slightly, right? Because I'm trying to play something that's gonna feel comfortable. My finger changed, but I'm just duplicating the same thing, breaking it down. Don't forget, y'all, hit that like button, hit that share button, y'all. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Comment if you desire to comment. Make sure your comments is respectable, so I don't have to kick you off. Okay, D, E, and F sharp. It's really a major chord, y'all. I mean, it's really me playing a major chord. I meant to say that. A major chord, and all I'm doing is add the 2. That's what it really is. A D major chord, and all I'm doing is add the 2 to it. Alright, flavorizing it just a little bit. So it doesn't sound so boring. Alright, so left hand D, E, F sharp, 1, 3, 5. I'm sorry, 1, 3, 2. That's the 5 in the left right hand. Back to the 1 and the 2, or the 9, if you will. Going up. What diminished group am I messing with? Yep, that's right, the C diminished group. But because we're in D, we have to call it what? D sharp diminished 7, and F sharp diminished 7, and A diminished 7, because I'm just doing an inversion, right? And then, you know, that brings us back to C diminished 7, if I spread the chord out like that. So that's why we say inversion, or how you want to voice it. Now listen, y'all, this chord is going to come up right here, again, in a different key. Oh, okay. So now I'm done with the key of D. I'm going to go ahead and go up to the. Oh, let me finish the other chord. Same thing, y'all. I'm just repeating the same chord. Left hand repeating the same thing. What? There it is. Now this time, remember I played an F major chord, right? Now I'm doing a G major chord. G major chord to a G major 7. Using the same chord in the left hand. And I'm on the 2. 1, 2. 2 chords on the 2. Now I go to the 5, which is A major. You already know the story with that. All I'm basically doing is doubling up the D of the A major chord. Except I'm not going to add the 2 in the left hand because it's in the right hand. Or the 9. Alright? Right, so that's on the A bass. Right, in the bass line. Left hand is playing the A major chord, A, C sharp, and E. Right hand, A, B, C sharp, and E. Alright, cool. So now we got the move. That's 5 to the 5, back to the 1. Okay, cool. All I'm doing is taking up half that 5 chords, y'all. I may switch the finger again. I'll switch the finger. Whatever feels comfortable. So now you guys get it, right? So you're just repeating the same pattern. It's an E major chord, y'all. 1, 3, and 5. E, G, A flat, E flat, G, B flat. Add the 2 with F, colorizing it. And I'm just doing E major root position, right? First inversion, second inversion. And add the 2 underneath of the 9. What diminished group am I going to now? Which one? In the key of E flat, right? What's diminished group is it now? That's right, D flat diminished group. D flat diminished group. D flat, E diminished 7, G diminished 7, B flat diminished 7, D flat diminished 7. That's correct. Right? Just splitting the chord. Well, not splitting the chord, just moving the inversion and splitting the chord with 2 hands. I guess I should say it like that. So yeah, so E diminished 7, G diminished 7, B flat diminished 7. So that's correct. So in the key of E flat, I'm moving to another diminished group, which is only 3 diminished group. So it's just me doing inversions. Inversions. So what's the diminished group I just said? That's right, D flat. I'm going to call it C sharp slash D flat. Remember I started that early on in what key? The key of C. So the key of C and the key of E flat is going to create a diminished group. In the key of C, it's going to create that D, C sharp slash D, C sharp, right, slash D flat. In the key of C, there's the C, we have the E flat. If this is going to be a no-brainer because I already going to know what other key I can use this same diminished group. Because this is going to be C diminished, E flat right now is where I'm at. What's my next one? G flat. What's the next one? A. You see how I'm building this? All right. So, in the key of E flat, it's going to use the D flat slash C sharp diminished group. What? I love you, love. There it is. In the key of C, it used the same thing. I love you, love. The same diminished group. The same diminished group. The same diminished group. What? What? I think somebody caught on to it. I think somebody's already caught on to this. All right, so now let me finish this off. Right? Love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. I'm just repeating the same chords. You already know what the chords are now. I love you, Lord, to the Father. Today, back to the first chord. Now let's go to the key of E. I love you, Lord. With the diminished group, have I handed to y'all? I know somebody already know it. I gave it away already. That's right, D diminished group, y'all. I love in the key of E. I love you, Lord. D diminished group. F diminished group. Right? Now we say we in the key of what? E. I think somebody already figured this out. I think somebody has already caught on to what I'm trying to get you to see. So we had a C diminished group. We have an E flat diminished group. Now because I'm in the key of E, if I roll this backwards, y'all gonna find out. It's crazy. So yes, in the key of E, the D diminished group, F diminished group. In the key of E, it has to be G sharp diminished, and the B diminished, because there's no what? That's right. There's no flats in the key of E. And I'm just duplicating the same fingering, just about, right? To the 5, back to the 1. Here we go. Watch this. Here come the key of F. My honey just pulled up, so I know she's gonna be telling me, you better go eat that food, Doc. So we're in the key of F. There's F. Half step up. There's that C diminished group. See, I told you it was coming. I told you it was coming. Now in the key of E, we already established what diminished group. What's it gonna fall under? That's right, D diminished group. But because it was coming from, I could have started it from the F diminished group. F, but it's in the D diminished group. F diminished. Oh, it's just up to you on how you want to make it happen. So I'm gonna roll back to the key of D diminished group in the key of E. All right. Yeah. What group is gonna fall under? C diminished. Yes, the key of F. All right, I gotta go. Thank you guys for popping in. This is gonna fall under the C diminished group, but remember the inversion. G flat. In the key of F, there's no sharp, so I have to call it flat. G flat diminished group. I told you it was coming up. It was coming up. So yes, G flat diminished group. All right, and that is what I wanted y'all to see. G flat diminished group / F sharp. It's the same thing. So you're gonna start seeing how this is gonna pop. Ooh, that hurt my ear. C, right, and C, E flat, and G flat in the key of F. All right, and I'm making this little UE, and I already know what the next key is gonna be when I reach it. Okay, I already know what the next key is gonna be because we have C, right? It's gonna be key of A later. I already know how this is gonna fall because now I'm building on it. Listen, y'all, thank you for coming in. This is your beau, Andre Clark, and appreciate you guys for popping in on today to get this little breakdown. Because, like I said, what I know, you're going to know. All right, what I learned, you're going to learn. And you can take this simple concept of chords and chord progressions, and you can take them to all 12 keys. You can mess with this diminished movement that I was doing. That was a bonus. I didn't intend to do that. That wasn't even part of what I was trying to do. So that kind of just popped out. But I wanted you to see that you can use basically all 3 diminished group in all 12 keys. I just wanted to show you that you can just do it in the 1 key. Hey, babe. Yeah. All right. Peace and love and cornbread.